person, prosecution are the people that are putting individuals behind bars, right? And that's, I think, what people assume. So to have this kind of initiative stemming from that office is pretty incredible. And for them to want to pair up with a social service provider, a community-based organization that has been doing work with this population for this long, instead of also just taking it on for themselves to partner in that way, I think is also pretty tremendous. Fortune is a wraparound social service agency, so we offer everything from assessment of the types of benefits that a person might be eligible for and connecting them to those benefits. We offer emergency, transitional, permanent housing. We have an outpatient mental health clinic, an outpatient substance use clinic, both of which are licensed, employment workshops, education. We are founded in the arts, so we have a lot of creative arts programming, family services, food and nutrition. So we offer 3 full free meals, home-cooked free meals to individuals who are either living with us or who come to our service centers. And so we're able to connect these individuals to any of these services that they wish. This program is unique in that it offers individuals the opportunity to do programming voluntarily. And it's for individuals primarily who have been released on their own recognizance or whose cases have been dismissed. We've sort of allowed for the possibility that a person doesn't want to continue with Fortune long term, but they maybe just want or need some immediate resources. And so we have in the courthouse, right outside of arraignment in our office, we have meals that we're able to heat up and give to individuals who are just being released from arraignments. We have hygiene kits, we have clothing. Then we also have a van, which we provide escorts in to if a person needs to go to detox or a person needs to be driven home because of an ailment. Our Court-Based Navigators are able to drive those individuals to wherever they need to go. But once a person tells a Court-Based Navigator that they're homeless or unstably housed, we're able to provide them with emergency and transitional housing here at Fortune Society. We have a number of buildings, and wherever there's a bed available, we are able to bring that person to that bed, even if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Once the person is settled, they're connected immediately to a case manager and housing specialist. And at that time, the housing specialist is assessing them for what types of permanent housing they're eligible for. I think what I'd want people to know is that so far we've seen that this type of model works, where you don't have to sort of do the carrot stick to get a person to do something. Punishment does not need to be involved, right? We could do this on a voluntary basis as long as we're providing the services that an individual needs to succeed and to not come back through the system. And it would be wonderful if this could be replicated in other jurisdictions.
Peer Navigator Supervisor.
Marquise Holly, Peer Navigator.
My name is Devin Matthews. I'm a Peer Navigator.
Diane Dyson, I'm a Peer Navigator.
What interested me in becoming a Peer Navigator was I was once a Fortune client in the alternative to gun violence program, and Fortune has changed my life. So when presented with the opportunity, I took it because I would like to also change somebody's life the way Fortune changed mine.
It's a fulfilling day for me from 9 to 4:30. I look forward to helping the people when they get ROR and seeing what service that they may be interested in. And the part I like about it when someone does need the services and I'm able to provide them with it.
We sit in the courtroom, wait for them court cases to be called, and then we then approach the individuals, tell them if they were interested in any services that we have to provide. If they would like the services, we would take them upstairs, do an intake process, offer them any meals, hygiene kits, clothes, anything we do have to offer in the office. We do the intake process with them, give them our business card and a flyer, and then we follow up with the referrals that we do send out.
I feel like I have the missing piece of the puzzle, right? And I have to be present. I have to be. And I believe that's the energy that I run off of every morning, me coming in at 9 o'clock in the morning, just so I could hurry up and, because I know I could change your life, whether it's a belt, shoelaces, a hot meal, a suit, even a jacket, right? Or just some type of vital information of his legal case, right? Which we don't care about the case. We care about him leaving out of the courtroom and out of the courthouse in a good mental state.
I know how it feels to be in bookings, and the last thing you want to do is talk to a whole nother person, you know what I mean? So I keep it short and brief, but I kind of basically say, like, whatever you need help with in life, we can help you with. Sometimes you might not have a bed available, you know, but just putting a care package together for them might help them, like soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, clothes, you know what I mean? Just to get them, you know, through.
The approach is so authentic that the client himself, like, whether he needs services or he don't need services, he will still give us 5 minutes of his time, right? Just to find out that, yeah, he do need services, whether it's vocational classes, whether it's employment help, filling out a resume, right? These are things and services that a lot of people don't know is out there. And if they do know, they just don't know where to receive them. So them coming off of arraignment and we offering all this to them, as well as a hot meal, to me, that's impactful.
I've had 2 successful clients that's doing great. You know, I was able to help them through the detox with the transitional housing. I had a client who was my client when I was a case manager in a treatment program, and he came through, was ROR, and he had hit rock bottom. And when he came through, I seen him and I was like, oh wow, I gotta help him get back on track, because he was on track when he was in treatment and he relapsed. So I spoke with him. I was like, listen, I want to help you. He was homeless, sleeping on the trains, he said, or whatever, just homeless. He was really messed up. And I got him in, came upstairs, did an intake with me, and me and my supervisor did an intake. We referred him to transitional housing, and that's where he is now, and he's doing great.
I think the clients have been impacted by just receiving a bed, just something as simple as that, somewhere to lay your head at. If they need a phone, just to keep in contact with their lawyer, to know when their next court case is, so they won't receive a warrant for not knowing. Going to get their benefits activated, so they'll be able to get some groceries from the store. Things like that. It's just going to us escorting a client to detox. Things like that. It's just like, I feel like they've all been impacted to show someone that there is someone to care for them, especially when being released. So when you know that there is somebody to care for you and someone that is gonna meet you halfway there, and you don't have to go the full 100 yards, that changes somebody's life.